All right, we're going to look at NFTs and how we would value NFTs. I think it's very challenging to actually place a value on an NFT, but it is possible to compare them if we use metrics that include reliable statistics. And for this, I tapped I Pick Bitcoin, who is great with this type of analysis. How's it going?
Hey, how are you, Cosmos DeFi?
Great. So, what we set out to accomplish is to build a spreadsheet with a set of indicators across the top that we believe is useful in making these comparisons. We are not in any way recommending that you buy certain NFTs or invest in a certain cryptocurrency. This is more of a learning project and a tool that will actually be completed by a community of contributors, not just by us. We're just going to demonstrate the system right now. These contributors, by the way, will be rewarded with NFT prizes. I've secured a bunch so far, and it's explained in an official document linked below. I'll share it on social media as well. And just make sure you read the document so you can qualify for prizes if you plan on helping us out. In this video, hopefully it's not too long, we will explain the 10 metrics that were chosen. And as you will soon see, these are simple yes or no questions. And we did this because it will minimize bias. Even though it's a little bit incomplete, we know that there are some intangible qualities of all of the NFT projects, but we excluded them on purpose simply because we can't measure them. You may disagree with what we have chosen, and that's fine. Just leave feedback. Maybe if we've missed something, we could add it. Just let us know. And you can still win prizes even if you disagree with our system. That's totally fine. Just contribute, and even if you value your NFTs in a completely different way.
Yeah, and you guys will notice that the last four that we picked are momentum indicators, and these are technical analysis tools that we use to determine kind of the strength and weaknesses of a crypto's price. So the momentum measures the rate of the rise and fall of the crypto price. So we believe that we can actually pull those momentum indicators and have them add value to NFT projects.
Right. And you may not be able to find this data for all NFT projects, so they're not going to be included on the spreadsheet. So keep that in mind. As far as the prizes go, creators and individuals have pledged to give me NFTs from 4 different blockchains so far, and they've committed to support this. And prizes will be plentiful. I'll be giving them out over several weeks. So again, read the document for qualifications. Behind me, I have 2 of the contributing projects that have committed to load up these prize wallets, and these are in holographic prints, which I love. So I'm showing them off. I plan to show off a bunch of my NFTs in my videos. I'll have them on the wall behind me. And as I decorate my workspace, I'll be getting some different projects. I'll share the link for the online store that can do this for you. We're working on a sponsorship for my channel right now. Hopefully that happens in the coming days or coming weeks. And these look so good. And you can get your own NFT printed. You don't have to get the exact ones that I have up here or the ones that they have in the store. I know you can't see the spreadsheet perfectly, but this is what it will look like. And you'll have access to the spreadsheet as it gets populated. You're not actually going to be entering data into the spreadsheet yourself. It'll be a Google form that automatically loads the data into the spreadsheet. And this is just so nobody can make a mistake or change somebody else's entry. You want to start us off with the project that we'll use as the practice run?
Yeah, so for this one, let's use the Bored Ape Yacht Club on the Ethereum blockchain.
So BAYC, really easy to find their information. And this is ETH. All right, let's start.
So first we're going to pick the genre that they're in, right? And we have itemized 9 different genres, right? One is digital art, standalone collectibles, fashion, gaming, entertainment, virtual worlds, NFT, PFP projects, NFTFi, and those are NFTs in DeFi as collateral, and then tokenizing. And what you guys will notice as you're going through this is a lot of projects you guys are looking at will fall under different genres. So there'll be more than one that fits into a project. For this particular one, this will fit into NFT project and tokenizing since they just released their token.
Right. Yeah, there might be some judgment here that you'll have to use. That's okay, because the rest of the spreadsheet where we're entering the stats will be yes or no questions. So it's basically 1 point for yes, 0 points for no, and they're weighted equally for our purposes. You may not want to weight them equally when you make your own decisions on, you know, how you're valuing your NFTs.
So the first one that we're going to look at is creator's identity is known or the profile known in the community. So we believe this is important if somebody that is buying, $100, $1,000 NFT knows who the person that is selling it or behind the project. There's also less of a chance of a rug pull to happen if you know who that person is.
Right. So this is an easy yes. I'm going to just put one. Oop, I want to put one here because they're a company that's well known, reputable, and we don't think this is a rug pull, right?
Yeah, and they also came out with who the developers were a few weeks ago.
All right, so that's an easy yes. Let's look at number two. Number two has to do with utility, and we specifically included revenue generating utility, whether it's staking rewards, percent of royalties going to the community, some kind of merchandise, anything like that is revenue generating for the holder. And this for Board Ape Yacht Club is going to be a yes as well. All right.
Next,
Yeah, to explain whale concentration.
so the whale concentration, we want to make sure the top 10 wallets of any project own less than 10% of the mint. What that does is a distribution among a higher quantity of holders, which should hold the price to a level and avoid it sinking from one day to the other in a rapid pace. The
Right.
more people that hold the project, the less of a chance of a project kind of crumbling from one day to the other. The higher, the higher likelihood that one or two people could make the project drop faster than all the other holders would want it to.
And this has happened to me personally, so I know that having a lot of the NFT pieces in the hands of a very few amount of people, it's really easy for the project to tank, like you said. And this information can be pulled right from a stats website. There will be links in the description for Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, and anything else we could find will be in there. You just have to make sure that 10% of the mint is spread out to more than just the top 10 wallets. And it's a yes. And it's a yes for this project because 10% of the mint is spread out to the top 100 wallets. All right. Can explain value equity? It was tough
So
coming up with a name for this one.
yeah. So we want to make sure that all the rarities have value utility beyond just the ranking. So just because you're holding a, top 100 NFT should not mean that your NFT has more value than somebody who's holding the bottom 100. So there are projects out there right now that have given a utility to all their NFTs that they have minted, 1 through 5,000 or 1 through 10,000. There's not a lot. They're very hard to come by, but we believe those are valuable, strong projects.
Yep. And we're gonna give this a yes, even if that value and utility is not exactly the same. Just that you want the lower rarities. I'm sorry, the lower rankings based on rarity to still have some value. You don't want to see only people trying to buy the top, few in the collection based on mathematical rarity. All right. Wallet distribution is pretty similar to whale concentration, but this has to do with the total number of wallets that are holding individual pieces in the collection. And what we're looking for is the number of wallets divided by the maximum supply to be greater than 30%. So we're just going to give this one a yes because I think it's 60%. And that number 30, we just threw it out there. If it's too low or too high, we could always make an adjustment. But that's just we're using this as a to kind of get our feet wet, just to make sure that this is considered in the first place. All right, why don't you take us through the momentum indicators?
So the floor price, we want to make sure that it's higher than the mint price. I think everybody can agree why that's important. We
Yeah.
won't spend too much time on that one.
Nope. And it's only one of the 10. And I think this gets overvalued without consideration for the others. But for Bored Ape Yacht Club, it's the easiest yes in the world.
So the next one, the average price history. We want to ensure that it is trending higher in the last 30 days. So that's the average price of the NFTs that are being sold. Very different from the floor price.
Right. The average price, again, we'll include links for you to look at this, but you just look at what it was 30 days ago, look at what it is today. And if today it's higher, this is a yes. All right, next one.
So volume is very important. We want to make sure that there's actually buyers and sellers in the market. So we want the project volume in the top 20. If it is, then we would answer this as a yes for the past 30 days.
All right, easy yes. Next one.
The 30-day floor price, we want that to be trending higher.
And again, this can be pulled from an analytics website. Might be a little hard to find it at first, but then once you find it for one project, it'll be easy to look at this for the others. And again, you're looking at the floor price, what it was 30 days ago, what it is today. If it's even 1 penny higher today, then that is a yes.
And lastly, the all-time volume, we want it to be in the top 50. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of projects that fall out of it, but it does set apart the ones that are in the top 50.
It also gives some weight to the projects that have been around longer, which I think it's important. It's not the most important thing, but it definitely should be one of the 10 indicators here.
Yeah, so these momentum indicators are specifically useful for, crypto traders, and I believe they'll be useful for NFT traders to spot points where the NFT market may reverse course. So it may reverse in an upward trend or a downward trend.
Got it. So you can see that, yes is a 1. Adding these across, Bored Ape Yacht Club gets the highest score, obviously. And as this populates, people will be able to sort this by floor price, by wallet distribution, or by genre. And you can make your own decisions based on concrete data, even if it is incomplete, even if it is not what you would want to use. You have it here, and this will be forever shared, with anybody who wants to look at this data.
And we do want feedback. If there are indicators that you guys use that you see value in, let us know. We can include this list. This list can always grow.
That's true. That's true. Well, thanks for that. Hopefully people find this useful. Hopefully people get amped up for the contest. You could win stuff. I'm hoping to have, somewhere around 12 or 15 NFTs to give away during this. And it will help everybody out because you're helping to compile this important data.